Still asleep? Time to get up.
I know. Good morning.
Good morning.
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
You were strange last night.
I was tired last night.
No, it was more than that. There was urgency, even when we were making love. There is something wrong, isn't there?
I guess I better tell you that I know.
Now what?
About the gun. I also want you to know it doesn't matter to me. And I also know how far you're willing to go for me. And I love you very much for that.
That's so lovely. But I don't understand one word you're saying. What are you talking about?
This?
Here, right this minute.
Who are you?
Well, I own this place. I gotta milk the cows, so scram.
Just wait a minute, will you?
No, I'm sure you're very nice guys and everything. You even sound pretty good. But you get yourself some decent equipment, and you do a lot of practicing. You'll be playing high school dances in no time. But you can't practice here. No, you're gonna disturb my animals.
You don't own this farm. We rent this place for rehearsal.
Well, then you must know my daughter, Lily Light.
That sounds like a beer. So who are you? Mother Light?
No. Look, there's been some kind of a mix-up. I just spent the night here because my daughter said it would be okay. I ran away to get married. It's really very romantic, but kind of hard to explain. I like the song. I mean, I like the record a lot.
You mean by Air Supply?
Yeah, I know who plays it. My niece has all their albums.
Well, that's us.
Oh, come on, you guys. What do you take me for?
A loudmouth, for one thing. And a trespasser for another.
Look, I'll stay out of your way. I can help your career. I'm a very influential woman. I don't always sleep in barns. Just let me stay here one more night. Please? Look, I'll introduce you to important people.
Well, can you cook?
Cook?
Yeah, eggs. As in, over easy.
Tori. Good morning. How you feeling?
What time is it?
Oh, I don't know. It's about 9 o'clock. Fever's not as bad as it was last night, but you still have a temperature. How's your head feel?
Feels better.
Good.
I tell you, I had some dreams, one after another. They were so real.
Yeah, I know. You were dreaming about Eden.
How do you know?
Because you said her name in your sleep.
Did I say anything else?
No. Cruz, sweetie, you know, there's a little bit more medicine. You're gonna have to try to hold out as long as you can, okay?
Yeah, I will. What's it like outside, Tori?
Oh, it's still pretty foggy, but I think it's going on out. I think we've got a better chance of being found today than we've had so far.
I wish I could do something.
No. You just rest. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out and see if I can figure out a way to make some sort of signal. You going to be okay if I go away for a while? Cruz?
What?
Will you be all right if I go away for a while?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just got to...
No, it's the fever. The more you sleep, the better you're going to get. I'll be back in a bit, okay? Just stay warm.
This is Charlie 407 calling Search Command Post. I'm over the Channel Islands right now, and the fog is really thick. I can't see very much of anything. I'd like to go lower, but I can't. Still no sign of what's left of the cutter. I think I'm going to go down one last time and make another pass before I head in.
Please let him be alive.
Eden.
I give you my solemn word, I don't know anything about that gun. I have never seen it before. You have to believe me.
Of course I believe you. Baby, I didn't know what to think. I knew you wouldn't really harm Gina, though attempted to do so sometimes.
I'm glad we're talking about this because we avoided it last night, and I had the same anxieties about you, baby.
I know. You thought that one of us wound up with the tape. So did I.
Where did that gun come from?
I don't know. Maybe the one who shot Gina was the one who planted it.
Well, obviously, they want us to take the blame for it. Cece, if we took that gun to the police, they could tell whether or not it had been fired last night. I mean, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should just tell them the whole story.
I don't think we should, darling. First of all, there's no body. So conceivably, Gina could still be alive, and secondly, she's not gone long enough to classify her as a missing person. We have to go on as we planned. I'll get rid of the gun, and we'll act as though nothing can happen. The tape has to surface eventually.
What about the wedding rehearsal today?
We go ahead with that, too. Everything has to stay as unchanged as possible. Baby, it's going to work out fine. Let's just think of it as another step closer to our marriage, that's all.
think of that constantly.
If I didn't know better, the only person I can think of who is evil enough to plant that gun is Gina.
Couldn't be her, unless she's alive.
Well, what, Lily is trying to incriminate us, Keith Timmons?
No, unless they're trying to avert suspicion from themselves, but Mason is keeping an eye on them. Also, I'll tell you something. If Gina doesn't show up within 24 hours, she's going to miss that wedding of the year.
You know, I fully expect, even if that happens, that a ghost will come clumping down the aisle in white lace. That tape can't be gone forever.
No, it's not. Somebody's got it. Why don't we think of this as a reprieve, huh? Because by the time that Gina surfaces, dead or alive, we'll have Kelly back. And you, my beautiful thing, will be my wife.
Go. Morning.
Morning, Mason. How's Eden doing?
Well, she was up at the crack of dawn. Right now, she's up in an airplane helping the search parties look for Cruz. What's it to you?
What's it to you? What's it to me?
I thought you might be hopping a plane yourself for Brazil, maybe, looking for sanctuary. Does the thought of extradition frighten you?
You mean for plugging Gina? I would think you deserve a Bronze Star for doing something like that.
Well, I noticed you weren't overly anxious to report her tragic and untimely demise to the police.
Oh, not me. You're the DA. You railroaded me straight into prison. I'm innocent in this one little thing.
Either that or you have something else up your sleeve. Ransom, maybe. Blackmail. If you kill Gina, then you have that tape. Maybe you're planning to offer it in exchange for my not prosecuting you.
Mason, you're full of fantasies this morning.
I'd be willing to reduce to manslaughter if you give us a full confession, save us all a lot of mental anguish.
No, not even an itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny little confession to something I didn't do.
Well, don't say I haven't tried to be merciful, but the offer expires soon.
Oh, why is everybody always picking on me? Come on, we both know that Lily Light's the most likely suspect.
No, Keith. I think you're ideal. No matter whom else I consider, I keep coming back to you and your excellent reasons for wanting Gina dead. I think it's just a matter of time before you're exposed. And by then, I won't be merciful at all. Excuse me. Well, all of our suspects together in one room. Agatha Christie must be smiling in heaven.
Hello, Mason.
Why are you sitting here all by yourself? You might as well join Keith over there. He's looking so forlorn, like a lion without a Christian. I'm sure he'd accept you as a reasonable facsimile.
That's supposed to be humor. I think it's in very bad taste.
Not as long as I'm being distasteful, Lily. Let me remind you. If you did kill Gina, I suggest you come forward with that tape immediately to avoid any further repercussions, such as prosecution and imprisonment.
I don't have that tape. Will you just please go away?
As you wish. Oh, by the way, you plan to be at the wedding rehearsal this afternoon? We're trying to go ahead as if nothing has happened.
It won't be easy, but I'll be there.
Gina would be proud of you.
Hey, Mason, wait up a minute. How are you?
Hi, Greg. How are you?
Heard any news about Cruz?
No, but at least the search parties were able to go back out this morning.
Santana's been worried. What? What's the matter?
Well, it's nothing. I've just been thinking about Gina and her enemies, which are legion. Wouldn't you agree that Santana, one of her worst?
Possibly, but do you blame her? I mean, Gina's been trying to keep her and her son apart ever since she rolled into town. Why? What's Gina complaining about now?
No. You know Gina. Incidentally, were you with Santana last night?
No, I wasn't.
Do you know where she was?
No, I know she got... Mason, has something happened to Gina?
Gina? The Invincible? Have a good day.
wonderful.
Breakfast wasn't too bad either.
Why didn't you tell me you were famous from the beginning? I mean, I cooked eggs for Air Supply. Let me get your autographs, all of you, for my niece. Her name is Heyli.
That's fine, but will you make lunch?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you all play at my wedding tomorrow?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Light. We're pretty busy.
No, it's Mrs. Capwell. Mrs. Gina Capwell. Mrs. C.C. Capwell, certainly you've heard of him.
Oh, yeah. Familiar.
Well, you have heard of Ronald and Nancy Reagan, haven't you?
Well, them we have heard of, yes.
Oh, they're neighbors of mine in Santa Barbara, and they're going to be coming to my wedding, most likely.
How likely?
And think of the national exposure you get. I'm sure they'll love you. It's at Trinity Cathedral tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It's a social event at the Cease, and everybody's talking about it.
You know, it might be a bit of a kick to play for the Reagans. Maybe we can work something out.
Money's no object. Just name your price. But we'll have to backdate the contract a couple of weeks.
Why?
Well, you guys can keep a secret, can't you? I'm supposed to be dead.
Well, that's a Californian for you. I really, really love California.
I don't understand how you'd be so calm about this. I couldn't sleep last night. I can't eat. I can't even think straight.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're so upset. I mean, I don't know what I can tell you.
Ted, you know what? I had this dream last night. I had this dream that Gina was still alive. Do you think she could be? I mean, we haven't found her body yet.
No, we haven't.
Right, so see, I think that's why we should have every man out there looking for her.
I mean, my dad and Mason, they don't want to do that right yet.
What about what I want? Ted, I think she's still alive.
Hey, that's what you want her
No,
to
see,
do.
you don't understand. I want to be close to her. Now I'm afraid that it's too late.
Look, tell you what. Let's just wait it out a little bit and see what happens. All right, meantime, why don't we start scouting for Cruz? I mean, I'd like you to come with me.
No, I'm not going anywhere till I find out what happened to Gina.
We have no idea where Gina is. I mean, with Cruz, at least we've got kind of an approximate area of where he might be. Come on, I'll take my dad's boat out, the big yacht. Will you come with me?
No. I can't believe how insensitive you are.
My whole family is suspect. Heyli, the main reason we're not going to the police or taking any kind of drastic action here is because it would jeopardize our chances of getting that tape from the killer. I mean, if your Gina is killed, I mean.
Now, you think everyone wants to see her dead, don't you?
I didn't say
No,
that.
I know that's what you think, though. And I don't care. She hasn't done anything bad enough to deserve that.
Keeping Kelly away is bad enough as far as I'm concerned, just so she can marry my dad again. I'm not even going to talk about this anymore. I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to go put my clothes on. We're going to arrange this boat. We're going to go out there, and you're coming with me.
Yes, I'd like to speak to Detective Whitney, please. It's important.
Did you get here earlier than this?
I was doing a little snooping around. Glad you're both here. I think we need to have a strategy session.
Found out anything?
Anything about Gina?
No, not a thing. But I was just at the Orient Express. I saw Lily and Keith there, not together, but in close proximity.
And?
I think we can rule Keith out as a prime suspect.
Why? He's a liar and a cutthroat.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. You remember when he thought he could get that tape, how he tried to blackmail his way into the company?
Yeah, right, I remember.
He didn't try anything like that this time, not even a bluff. Mostly he's gunning for Lily, so I think he's a dim prospect at best.
Listen, if we have not found Gina's body, do you think she's still alive?
Anything's possible, Sophia. She looked pretty dead to me, but the person who clobbered me didn't exactly give me time to do a post-mortem.
What about Lily?
Well, I spoke to her. I didn't interrogate her. She's still a prime candidate as far as I'm concerned. But I started to focus on somebody else who seems to have all the qualifications for a suspect.
Who?
Santana.
Oh, no. I mean, she's been acting strangely lately, but certainly not that.
I don't think she would ever do anything like that.
We may have been handed a clue, Sophia. Found this in her room last night.
Oh, that is interesting.
Well, it missing from the chamber. Could very well be the murder weapon.
Yeah, it's possible. How did it get in your place?
We think someone planted it so we would mistrust each other.
That's possible. We better keep a close eye on it.
Mm-hmm. What, do you think you can get identification on it, on the QT at least?
Well, I can try. Are you two going to go ahead with the wedding rehearsal this afternoon?
We're going to go ahead as planned. Have to keep up appearances.
Or disappearances.
Miss Benson, could you speak a little louder?
I can't, and I can't talk long either.
What's going on?
I want to report that my aunt has disappeared.
Gina Capwell? How long has she been gone?
Last evening, she was last seen at the beach bar, which is by the Capwell house, and no one's seen her since then.
Well, normally we don't take missing person reports for 48 hours. Maybe she's gone somewhere overnight.
No. See, she's getting married tomorrow, and she has a rehearsal today, so she wouldn't just take off without telling anyone.
Well, Mr. Capwell hasn't notified us.
I know. Look, I think the Capwell family knows something about it, and they're not letting on. Please, Detective Whitney, I need your help on this. Will you help me?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Thank you. You're wonderful. Look, I can't talk any longer.
Heyli, how come you're not dressed?
Oh.
You aren't coming, aren't you?
I'll be just a second, okay?
Who's that on the phone?
Nobody important.
Baby, any luck?
No.
Darling, when the visibility is better, we'll have a lot better chance.
I know, Daddy. It's just the fog is so thick you can't see anything. I flew over the Channel Islands, and I couldn't see a thing. There was nowhere I could even land.
It'll be better this afternoon. The fog will clear.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to go lay down for a while.
You should lay down as long as you like. You don't have to be at the wedding rehearsal. It's not that important.
Thanks, Dad. I'll see how I feel.
We're just going to run through the motions anyway. It won't take long. Darling, listen to me. They're going to find him. He's going to be all right. There's no sense thinking anything else. You remember that.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm glad you didn't say anything about Gina. I don't want her told yet.
Yeah, I thought about it, but she's got enough to worry about as it is.
Getting worried about you.
Oh, no. I thought I heard a plane, but then the fog rolled in and I couldn't see anything.
Yeah?
No, come on now. Don't try to move. It's only going to make you worse. Plus, you can't do anything anyway.
I just hate laying here like this. I mean, couldn't we build a fire? Come here, will you?
What?
Sit down. I've been thinking a lot, you know. About myself, about Eden, and about you. I was wrong to be so hard about everything. It seems like every choice I made lately has been a mistake. I said things and I did things. Well, I know I can't take them back, but I just wish I could. You understand what I mean? I'm very grateful to you, taking such good care of me. And I appreciate your not pushing me. I'm just really grateful for
Come on, forget it.
I know we're gonna get out of here, Tori. We got to.
Yeah.
I gotta have another chance. Make things right with Eden and me.
Детектив Уитни.
Здравствуйте, мистер Кэппл. Миссис Кэппл дома?
Джина нет ее.
Would you happen to know where she is?
Yeah, she's out of town right now. Can I give her a message or something?
You're sure she's gone away? My information is that she hasn't scheduled any trips.
Now, who did you hear that from?
Well, actually, my department got a report saying that she may have disappeared.
That's nonsense.
Then you aren't aware of it?
Detective Whitney, Gina and I are being married tomorrow. If she was going to disappear, don't you think I know about it?
Even so, I'd like to talk to a few members of your family, if I may.
I'm afraid that's a little bit impossible right now because everybody's scattered to the winds, and I think it's a little difficult right now. It's going to be very hectic, and the wedding is tomorrow, the rehearsal's today.
Wait, excuse me, are you saying that you're going to have a wedding rehearsal without the bride?
No, she'll be back by then.
What makes you so sure of that?
Because I talked to her this morning. Where did you get your information from?
I'd rather not say.
How would it be if I came to see Mrs. Capo later on?
Well, I guess I don't have much choice, but do me a favor, come after 2 o'clock, because nobody will be here until then, and I must tell you, this whole line of questioning is a total waste of time.
A lot of the complaints we get are, but it's my job to check them out. I'll just see you back here at 2.
Now, that's an interesting development.
Wonder who called him, Heyli?
Well, we're going to have to satisfy him now, damn it.
Now, let's not panic yet. I have an idea.
Like what?
Well, if Gina were to call and say that she'd been detained, that would get him off our backs, wouldn't it? Especially if he spoke to Gina personally.
Well, who are you calling?
Gina didn't leave much of an estate, but we all know who inherited her vocal cords.
Hi, it's me. Yeah, everything's going the way you wanted it to. No, I'm on my way down there now. Yeah, I could pick it up for you. All right, I'll stop by and I'll pick it up on my way. Okay, you take care, too. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Miss Light?
Yeah?
There's a phone call for you, Mason Capwell, if you'll follow me.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. There's the lighthouse in talking. Oh my gosh, you can see through all that fog.
Barely.
Yeah, it's really rolling in thick, isn't it? Listen, we might have to dock at the island until it blows away or burns off.
Yeah, well, do you think they might be there?
Well, I don't know. Nobody's really searched this far. I said we give it a shot. I mean, we're going to be after it for quite a while, I think. Yeah, this is what he needs. Okay, I'll be up on the deck with the captain.
Ted, I need to talk to you first.
What?
This morning when you were in the shower, I called Detective Whitney.
What'd you tell him?
I told him Gina is missing.
I told you the whole situation. Why did you go behind my back and tell them this?
Ted, if I didn't do it, no one else would.
All right, well, let me level with you here. You know, this is the main reason I insisted you come with me, so you wouldn't do something like this.
Oh, so you didn't trust me, so you tricked me into coming with you, is that
Well,
it?
but now, wait a minute. The way it turned out here, I did the right thing, didn't I?
No, this is beside the point,
No,
Ted.
this is the same point here. This is all in a nutshell. This is exactly the kind of relationship we've been having lately, Heyli. It's all in suspicion and mistrust of each other.
That's not true. Our relationship has not always been this way.
Yes, it has. You know, and I think it's going to be this way as long as we're together. Which I sincerely hope it doesn't last any longer than it has to.
Are you in here? Oh, good, you brought it. I told you I would. Ah, so beautiful. Here, just feel the weight of the satin.
Yeah, I know. I've been dragging it around all day.
Well, I'm going to be dragging it around tomorrow on the happiest day of my life. So, what's been happening?
Well, it's going just the way you wanted it to. Everybody's very confused, and they all seem to think you're dead.
That's a shame we don't have time to bring you up on murder charges.
There's one thing, though. Mason is being extremely obnoxious. He's going around accusing everyone of murdering you, especially me.
Well, he's no fool. You knew where the tape was. You're the most likely suspect.
Gina?
Well, I'm not dead, so what does it matter? Besides, by this time tomorrow, everybody will know. It won't be long to wait now.
I just hope you haven't forgotten our deal.
I don't know. What was it?
To split everything from your marriage, 50-50.
Oh, that. Yes, I remember. As a matter of fact, I had nightmares about it last night. Don't worry, I'll stick to it. You haven't known me long enough to realize that I stick to mine.
I just wish I could trust you 100%.
Well, I think 50% ought to do for right now. You've only got 24 hours to worry about it, then it'll all be out in the open. And you'll see how good I'm going to be.
Yeah, I hope so. Look, where's the phone that you talked to me on the other day? I need to make a call.
A call to who?
You'll see. You know, maybe you should come along and coach me.
Coach you?
Santana, it's me. Yeah, I found her. That's right. Well, I just followed Lily and she just led me right to her.
Well, Keith, you have a change of heart? You brought the tape. My father has his checkbook.
Oh, I wouldn't get my hopes up. I'm looking for you. Is she back here?
She's resting, but if she weren't, I'm sure she'd want to throw you out.
Why don't you run along upstairs?
Timmons, what the hell are you doing here?
I just came to see how he was doing. sorry.
Eden's been up since early light looking for Cruz. She's exhausted. She doesn't need you around, so get out.
I don't want to disturb her. She isn't awake. Listen, I'll come back sometime.
I'd appreciate it a lot.
I'll go take a look. After I see who that is. Paul!
Yeah. I told your father I'd be back at 2. Oh, Mr. Capwell.
Take it, Whitney.
Keith.
Keith, why don't you sit down? We'll be with you in a minute. My father tells me that you're concerned about Gina for some reason?
We had a report that she may be missing, so I have to check on it.
Did that report by any chance come from my sister-in-law, Heyli? She's very overprotective of her aunt.
As a matter of fact, it did.
I thought so.
Well, you can rest your mind, Detective. She's doing some last-minute shopping in Beverly Hills. Trousseau shopping. She'll be back in time for the wedding rehearsal.
I'd feel a lot better if I saw her in person. Now, since I left here this morning, I've been down to the beach bar where Heyli said she was last seen, and I found slight traces of what appears to be blood on the ground. I haven't had it checked out or typed yet.
Surely, you're not going to bother typing blood found around the beach bar. All those bare feet running around? Probably stigmata from surfers or something.
I told you earlier this morning that there's nothing to be alarmed about. I really did, and I'm sorry that Heyli was worried. Didn't tell me about it when she left with Ted. Excuse me. Hello. Gina, where are you? We're waiting for you. In fact, we were just talking about you. Oh, I see. Well, I was afraid something like that would happen. Now, don't worry about it. I'm sorry to say that your absence has caused quite a stir.
Look, I don't sound like
Would you stop it?
You're not going to fool anybody. Give me the phone.
Are you crazy?
Let me have it. Hello, Cece? I'm sorry. What were you saying?
That they'll all be glad to know that you've only been raiding the shops in Beverly Hills.
May I talk to her, please?
Detective Whitney has just asked to speak to you. He's right here. Hold on a moment.
Thank you. Yeah, Mrs. Capwell.
Hello, Paul. I'm sorry that Heyli called you and worried you and bothered you. I tried to reach her before I left, but I was unable to.
Yeah, she was just, didn't know where you'd gone.
I had to make a rush trip to L.A., and I'm stuck here. I can't get a flight back because of the fog. I may just have to spend the night and meet everybody at the church tomorrow.
Okay, well, just for the record, could I have your Social Security number, please?
Good heavens, I'm not even sure I remember it. Let me see, it's 213.
Okay, sure enough. Well, I'm sorry about the fuss. Oh, and congratulations.
Thank you, Paul.
Oh, would you like to talk to Mr. Capel again?
No, actually, I'll be seeing him soon enough.
Well, I'm sorry about the bother.
Hey, better safe than sorry. Let me show you out. You, Mason, can show Timmons out.
How did you pull that off?
Arranged for Lily to do a little impersonation for us.
I didn't think I'd ever believe Lily.
Yeah, well, Paul doesn't know Gina all that well, does he? Was a little on edge there, though, have to admit.
Social Security?
Detective Whitney, thank you. I'm very relieved. I can't believe what you did, but thank you for your trouble. Ted,
yeah.
I was just talking to the detective. He said they talked to Gina. She is in Los Angeles.
What?
I know. I can't believe it myself. She went down there for a shopping spree of all things. I guess she's not thinking straight with the wedding coming. I'm just going to kill her when I get my hands on her.
Well, for your sake, I'm glad she turned up. I can tell you one thing. I'm not looking forward to the wedding, though.
Yeah, I can figure that.
You know, this also means that we're no closer to getting that tape or really coming back home.
Look, Ted, I am sorry about this argument this morning. And I'm sorry about going behind your back to the police.
No, it doesn't matter now, does it? The lighthouse is on the other side of the island, so when we type on the dock, I'm going to go check it out. You're welcome to stay here if you want.
Wait, Ted.
What?
What you want?
Yeah, I guess it is.
I just don't know what to do anymore. I've about given up hope.
I know the hardest thing is to be the one left behind. I know that.
I wanted to go with him on the boat. But he didn't want me. He wanted Victoria.
Excuse me for saying that this stinks, but it stinks.
He was angry. He had his reasons.
It's bad enough to think that you're lost, Cruz, but to think that you're lost into Victoria.
Please.
You gotta leave this thing behind you. I mean, whether Cruz is found or not, I mean, it's a possibility. You got to go on with your life.
I can't imagine a life without Cruz.
You can't think like that. It's the way Katie thought. It's the way I thought. I mean, I ruined my life for my sister. I did everything I could to hurt Cruz. Look where it got me. I lost my job. Probably deserved it. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe I'm even thinking it, but I'm not going to roll over and play dead. I can still do something meaningful with my life. And the point is it to go on, you know? You, me, all of us. I'm sorry I talked too much.
I gotta get rid of this fever. I don't know anymore how to make it. Ted?
Tori, oh my God. You okay?
Yeah,
You
I'm
guys been here this whole time, huh?
Yeah, but Cruz is really sick. How did you find us?
Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't really. I mean, we've been looking for you. Everybody's been looking for you. Oh my God, he's burning up.
Yeah, I know. He hurt his head really bad. He's been in a lot of pain.
Okay, all right, look, I got some medical stuff in the boat. I'll be right back. I'll radio in. I'll bring this stuff back. This is, though, going to take me like an hour, 2 hours. I docked the boat on the other side of the island.
I don't care. I'm just so glad that you're here.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I'm happy to see you.
Oh,
Mwah!
hurry.
Okay,
Please hurry.
see you guys in a bit.
Cruz, we're gonna be okay. Somebody's come for us. We're gonna go home. We're gonna get you cared for properly. Okay, did you hear me?
Hayden, I love you so much. I want to make love to you.
It might be the last chance we ever have.
No, we have the rest of our lives. But I want you now. Babe, please. Please.
You just woke up and there they were. Air supplies. It was like pennies from heaven.
I just want to know how you got them to play for you on such short notice, though.
Well, I just used a little southern charm on them. I told them that Nancy and Ronald Reagan were going to be attending. I think that was the clincher. Can you find out from Cece if they received the invitation and if they're coming?
How am I supposed to do that for you?
Well, just ask him. Tell him you remembered me sending them one and see if they've accepted. Then you can come and tell me about it. But right now, I want to try on the dress. You want to help me?
Right here? Right now?
Right here, right now. It weighs a ton.
Yeah, I know about that. All right, I'll help you put it on. I wanted to see you in it anyway. It's such a beautiful dress.
You think it's beautiful now? Just wait till you see when I'm wearing it. Oh, Gina, have a little modesty.
Yeah, I'll wait, but please hurry. This is an emergency. Eddie, why don't you take that stuff on ahead? This might take a little while. Cruz is in really bad shape. Okay. And also, tell Victoria I'm going to be there as soon as I get hold of these guys.
Right.
What?
Thank you for asking me to come.
See you at the lighthouse.
Capwell, this is Coast Guard Rescue.
Yeah, I'm here.
Castillo shouldn't be moved, but to cover him up and keep him warm. May have a bad concussion.
All right, listen, I can just tell you for sure that this guy needs to be taken to a hospital immediately.
We can't get a chopper out until the fog lifts, so be prepared to spend the night.
Святой Отец, я рад,
Instead of Los Angeles, it's a long drive for a run-through. I understand completely.
I have a floor plan here of the cathedral we'll be using. Everything's pretty much where you'd expect it to be.
Well, Mr. Capwell, you and your best man will come in from the side and stand next to the altar. When the wedding music starts, the bride will simply... Oh, dear, this is going to be a little awkward without a bride.
I'll stand in.
Well, that's very kind of you, Mrs. Almonte.
Yes, it certainly is.
Now, I'll conclude the service, and then you will give her the ring or exchange them if you plan to have a double ring ceremony. Though we've got to plan on that today. Now, if you want to exchange any special vows in the exchange,
I cherish you so.
To put it at the end of the conclusion.
I'll stay married to you for a lifetime.
I'm coming.
Can I come in?
Yes.
You haven't heard yet, have you?
Heard what?
They've been found.
What?
Cruz and Victoria have been found. They ran aground someplace in the Channel Islands. If it was too foggy, they would have brought him back. But as soon as the fog lifts, they're going to get him.
Is he all right?
I don't know. But, yeah, I think so.
Oh, God.
I couldn't wait to come and tell you.
Oh, thank you. Thank God he's safe. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I'm always going to remember these hours together.
It's so good. It's so good.
I wish we could feel like this forever.
Tonight on A Special Highway to Heaven, can Jonathan save 3 marriages from self-destruction? Then on You Again, Matt's new girl has everything and something extra. Then on Emmy-winning St. Elsewhere, Griffin's playing a dangerous game. Will his affair with Westfall's daughter be discovered? Tonight on NBC.